right, let's talk about prepping. Let's talk about the illusion that society is nice, the illusion that you go outside and people don't think about killing you or somehow abusing you, raping you. So, there used to be this channel on YouTube, Big John, the Prepared Mind. The Prepared Mind channel. And it's a good channel because it was just a big fucking guy with a cigar sitting on a chair next to his truck in nature, and he was just talking about, well, what if your neighbors come to take your preps? What if this happens, huh? What if that happens, huh? And as funny as it is, the memory, he said so much shit to make you think. He said so much shit. And it's a fucking good channel because they deleted him. Which is funny. Why would YouTube delete his channel? This was before the pandemic, before everything. So, like, YouTube back then didn't have all these rules. It wasn't so much gay. So why would you delete this guy's channel? He must have been a real problem. Because, okay, he started talking about MGTOW. He started talking about how his wife screwed him. Yeah, he was talking against women. He was like angry at women, because his wife divorced him. But it's like, still, like, this guy, why did they delete his channel? But anyway, the problem is, you go outside, and even in America, now in Eastern Europe, in Bulgaria, we know everybody, except for my family, is fucking insane, okay? But you would say, well, in America, surely people are more friendly and nice. It's like, no, I watch the news, I see social media, I see 4chan, we see what's going on. People are just as unhinged. So, story about how some woman was driving and some 80-year-old grandma joins the highway, cuts her off without a blinker, just cuts right in front of her. This woman just like beeped at her, and this 80-year-old woman tried to road rage, like run her off the road and like raging through the window like she's gonna fight her, and tries like to crash into her to run her off the highway, tries to kill her. It's like, what is going on? You gotta say stop, you gotta stop, and you gotta say, hold up a second. What are we doing as a society? Why am I so nice when a single honk can cause a frail old woman to try to kill you, to try to run you off the road, she's gonna fight you, bro. Like, I crush apples with my hands, I train to have the grip strength to choke people in a second. Like, I want to be able to snap someone's neck in a second. So I train. And I go outside. I'm not like jumping to bully people, I'm not knocking out people on the street. I'm just like trying to stay away from them. Even though I'm training to choke people and, hurt them really bad. So even though I'm in the best shape of my life, I'm like doing nothing. Some fucking grandma with brittle bones that's like one punch away from like dying, and she's ready to try to run you off the road. It's like, hold up. At this moment, like, we gotta stop. We gotta say your name, your address. We are hostile from now on. No more healthcare payments, no more pension payments. I'm not paying for your pension. Like, people gotta say enough is enough. Like, stop it. Hold up. Hold up. Some fucking old piece of shit just tried, to run me off the road. Why am I paying? No more paying pension of these fucks. But there has to be consequence. This behavior cannot be fucking... Dude. Dude. You gotta become a prepper. You gotta stop being fucking nice. Stop being a fucking schmuck. Okay? These spoiled psychopaths, sociopaths, these spoiled mentally ill pieces of shit are allowed to just like yell at you, scream at you, try to assault you, try to road rage, to run you off the road. And somehow you're supposed to forget about it. Kumbaya, mana, kumbaya. Whoa. No. Like, we live in a sick society where you expect me to just forget, like, I forgive, I live and let live. You try to like fight me, you try to run, you're saying you want to kill me, and I'm supposed to just like, forget about it, I'm gonna keep being nice, I'm gonna keep paying health. It's like, no, it's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna, there has to be consequences, okay? So, the consequence, we become tribal. We form our little cults, our little communities, and it's like, I help you, that the rest of them, they can go fuck themselves. If you by some chance help me on the street, I'm gonna be like, okay, I owe you a favor, I'm gonna remember you, maybe I get you in my cult. But everybody else is a fucking liability. Another lie that they will tell you is like, if you stay away from people, if you withdraw from society, you magically go insane. You'll be like in the movies, you'll become the crazy hermit. Oh, I've got insane. It's like, it's completely the opposite. If you stay away from these freaks, if you go in nature, it's like, yeah, you do have a social need, but like, online friends, my online friends, okay, family and online friends, and like, that's it. That's your social need fully satisfied. You don't need to socialize with people here on the street, okay? Yeah, it's being able to go online is a wonderful thing. That you can have friends from different countries, and you don't need to socialize with these fucking freaks here. And the society tries to lie to you, tries to brainwash you, and it's bad for you, like George Carlin would say. It's always bad for you. It's bad. No, keep socializing with these freaks. Keep being nice to them. So they can keep abusing you. You gotta listen to their fucking bullshit. There's these certain moments in life where you gotta go like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell. You gotta stop. You gotta step back. You gotta stop. And be like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, we cannot continue after this. Like, this is the Rubicon. This is the threshold. You stepped over that. We cannot continue like this. When you live in a society where people are like ready to fight you over a fucking beep, like, I'm not saying like you're laying on the horn like beep, just like beep, watch out, you're doing something, watch out. If people are ready to like go fucking hostile, go fucking, soldier in battle, you gotta be like, what am I doing paying healthcare and fucking pension? Like, you're not gonna see a pension. When's the last time you saw any healthcare? What the fuck are they covering? They're covering fucking nothing. It's fucking bullshit. It really is fucking bullshit. Being fucking healthy. I don't want them to be healthy. I want them to drop dead. You know, you really get these moments in life, you know, it's like you're in school, the teacher calls you dumb, the teacher calls you an idiot, the teacher says, you're never gonna be anything. And then, like, you gotta grow up, they take money from your paycheck so you can pay for his pension. It's like, I don't wanna pay for your pension. Go fuck yourself. I hope you fucking die. I hope your kids die. The fuck are you talking about? I wanna say your kids are never gonna be anything. It's a fucking fact. Okay? Like, when you look at me like a fucking small ass YouTube channel, you know, and I have fans. Before they delete my channel, I had like 455 subscribers, which for me it's a lot, you know, for me, not for like Markiplier who has like 1 million subscribers, but me, I've changed the lives of like hundreds of people. Okay, I fixed their day. I've gave them like a new passion for life, a new viewpoint, put their life in the right direction. Helped my friend the other day, okay, and there's fucking people who know me by my fucking nickname out there. There's people on the other side of the world who know me by my nickname, and they remember like, oh, this guy said something and it kind of like changed my life, you know. And even though I'm just like some small YouTuber guy with a couple hundred subscribers, you know, so the children of that teacher that was calling an idiot, his children are fucking, he works in a factory. So your child works in a factory. He never changed anybody's life. He's a fucking loser. Kiss. Anyway, let's get back on point. I mean, like, you know, Big John was right about anything, but the one thing he wasn't talking about starting to, yeah, he was talking about you should start preparing from now. You should start preparing and thinking about this stuff now. But I want to tell you, things are already bad now. Shit is already hitting the fan now. And you gotta get street smart now. You don't need to wait for the zombie apocalypse, world war, pandemic. You should be street smart now. Because people are fucking insane, especially if you're in like in England, getting randomly stabbed on the street. Are you fucking kidding me? And you saw what happened to that Ukrainian girl in the bus in America. Some black guy fucking comes, stabs her, kills her on the spot. You know, all he saw was a white girl. He hates white girls. He comes, stabs you. And we men kind of had a bad reaction to her because we say, here's a white woman. She probably has hundreds of guys who would absolutely simp for her, offer to ride her after work everywhere she wants, right? You have guys who have some job and they would spend half their salary like coming to drive you every day. Oh, I'm gonna come pick you from work, I'm gonna drive you home, they're gonna cook you a meal, they're gonna kiss your feet. And these guys, some of them are not even ugly. Like, there's like a lot of like decent looking guys. So this girl, she has like hundreds of choices. Okay, hundreds of men, and she only needed to like pick one. Okay, you look kinda cute, I guess. I can have sex with you. You look kinda cute. You would cook for me, drive me after work, watch some movies, you know. And she rejected all of them. And it's like, I would understand if they were all like fat and ugly, but out of 100 simps that are willing, they're just begging for a girlfriend. They're ready to do anything. Just like I was when I was fucking 21. When I was 24, I was fucking begging, bro. Begging. Okay? Out of 100 simps who are ready to cook and drive you every day, you tell them, drive me to the store. He's like, yes, honey. I love you, yes. He just constantly ready to fucking drive you everywhere. You never have to take the bus with the black guys from the hood. So out of these 100 guys, at least a couple would end up being like decent looking, like kind of tall, kind of nice looking, kind of in shape. And she said no to all of them. She wanted to date some psychopath like me. She wanted to date some fucking black guy from the hood. I don't know. And, she chooses to ride the bus, inner city bus, instead of just getting some fucking boyfriend. She chooses to ride the bus and she gets stabbed. So we did not care much. Okay? We did not care much. My message to the black community, because I do watch wrestling's YouTube, Boy Monsoon, C-Jax, Nate Know-It-All, okay? My message to the black community would be, if you ever feel like you want to snap, if you ever feel memories that you were mistreated by white people and you feel, anger and you can't control it, there's a lot of bankers out there, a lot of bankers and CEOs and managers walking the street. And they live, perfect lives, and they're laughing at you, they think you're cattle. You sucker punching some working guy that can barely afford his rent, or some fucking white girl that like hasn't even done anything yet, it's not gonna make you feel good. It's gonna make you feel good to somebody who deserves it. Okay? If you know what I mean. If I go and slash the tires of some random guy without a reason, I could be slashing the tires of some guy who takes care of animals, some really nice guy. I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna feel bad with myself. So, observe. Just stand in the corner and fucking observe people. And, oh, this guy is a shroom. This guy's, he's a manager of the bank. He thinks we're below him. And like, if you observe me, if you're standing in the corner and you're observing me, it's like I'm working out and there's a kitty next to me. The cats come in the park, I give them a treat. The kitties are playing around me, laying next to me. It's like, would it really make you feel better if you knock me out? Or the guy giving your wife advice, the guy giving you wisdom, the guy giving your wife advice. I also want to take my anger on some fucking boomers, but I don't want to just like randomly take it on some guy that's like a nice guy. And another funny thing about how these social media websites, how the world wants to brainwash you that everybody else is famous. It's so easy to be famous. It's just that you suck. It's just that you suck. So here we have Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, the most famous young guy singer with the girls, with the women. Justin Bieber was universally beloved by young and old women. Okay? All the women love Justin Bieber. So he decides to stream on Twitch. Okay? After all these years, he promoted his Twitch stream to 107 million followers on X. So Justin Bieber has 107 million followers on Twitter. Do the math. He promotes, he says, hey guys, I'm gonna stream, reminder, I'm gonna stream on Monday, blah, blah, blah. The stream got less than 10,000 viewers. That's fucking Justin Bieber. He's the guy filling stadiums. The guy that he would go across the world and every stadium was full of women. There's like thousands of women who come and pay. Here's my $50, here's my $100 to see Justin Bieber sing. A guy that's that fucking famous that women across the world would pay $50, $100 to fucking go and fill up the stadium. They gotta get off work instead of staying home. She's like, you know what? No, I don't want to stay at home. I want to go watch Justin Bieber. When you decide to watch my video, you don't need to go drive to the stadium and pay $50 to listen to me. So, if you're going to pay to see Justin Bieber, you gotta really like him. You gotta be obsessed with him. So 107 million fans, followers, less than 10,000 viewers on Twitch. So what does that tell you? If Justin Bieber gets less than 10,000 viewers on Twitch, but all these other fucking streamers, Imiru, the fucking whore, Imiru, I hope you get a solid again, whore. She gets, they get 50,000 viewers. Excuse me, you're not Justin Bieber, you're some fucking streamer. How the fuck do you get more viewers than a guy that has international fans filling his stadiums? Excuse me. And you start to see the fucking you start to see the veil that without botting, without cheating, even if you're a hot girl with boobs, it's gonna be really slow for you to get people watching your videos. Even if you're a hot girl with boobs, for example, I have a wrestling woman called Nadia Sapphire. Where is she? Where's her channel? There she is. So Nadia Sapphire on YouTube has 18,000 subscribers. Okay, seems decent. Let's look at her videos. So on her videos, sometimes she gets 1,000, 2,000 views. Sometimes she gets 500 views. Sometimes she gets 200, 500 views. Even though she is a famous, not that famous, but she's got big boobs, she's got a big ass, she's got big thighs. She's constantly doing stink face in the ring. She's constantly putting her big butt in another woman's face in the ring. She's constantly showing her cleavage, and she does have big fat tits. And she's trying to go viral, she's trying to make videos. And even though That's a hot, thick woman. She's constantly showing her boobs at you. And you see her body in the ring, and she's fucking thick with a big ass doing stink faces, rubbing her butt on other women. And sometimes she gets thousands of views, sometimes she gets 200, 500 views. So you see that in the real world, if we're not fucking botting, it's really hard to get fucking fans. It's really hard. It took me 2 years to make 455 subscribers. Then YouTube deleted my channel. So if you are not useful to YouTube, if you're not a nice guy, if you're not one of the boys, you start to get famous, you get deleted, buddy. We're gonna find a reason to delete you, buddy. So you constantly have to funnel your fans into BitChute, so your fans are gonna remember you have a BitChute that can be deleted. So when YouTube decides to delete your channel, you're not gonna lose your subscriber. They're gonna know, oh, Kirill, he has a BitChute, right? I didn't forget him. Because YouTube wants people to forget you. They erase you with the click of a button, and people forget about you. Who are not like super cool fans. So if you got any sort of like online friends and fans, you gotta think about this stuff, because Discord, when you use Discord to chat, you say the N-word, you say something racist, you say some forbidden words, YouTube might punish you, might make you unable to post for 2 days. You can't say anything. You're punished. You're not going to say the N-word. In your own server. Interesting. So you say the N-word with your friends in your own server. Discord, they might delete your server. So you're gonna lose all your friends. You're never gonna find each other again, because somebody at Discord decided he said the N-word. So these guys that have been talking to each other for 5 years, they've been friends. These guys that have been talking to each other for 5 years, it might be the only thing keeping them from becoming shooters. Oh, they said the N-word, let's delete their friendship. Erase them. Click of a button, erase them. Delete their friendship. And you expect me to keep paying taxes, huh? In this fucking game field. Anyway, now that I took a little 5-minute break, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. But let's get back on the subject. If they can delete everything that you've worked on with a click of a button, with a click of a fucking button, 1, 2, 3 edits, strikes, you're out. Hold on a second. These strikes were fucking bullshit. You have AI deciding if I'm gonna appeal, if you're gonna reject me. You have fucking AI, okay? I can have a channel like teaching people how to cure fucking diseases. Tomorrow, somebody can click the button 3 times, click, 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 delete this guy, and they can say, oh, the AI did it. We're a giant company, nobody can give you answers. We can just keep gaslighting. Who did it? The AI did it. I'm sorry, the AI did it. So if you adapt the same tactic, you can create like a big gang, like the Bullets or the Crips. And I can send these people to come vandalize the house of Mr. Shlomo, and I can say, we don't know who did it. The Crips did it. There's these thousands of young black kids, and we don't know who's who. Sorry, it's a giant gang. We don't know who did it, bro. So I can just keep sending these guys to vandalize your house, and you're paying money. Your house looks like shit. You're vandalized. You're afraid to go outside. And we don't know who did it. It's the Crips. It's the black inner city youths. So I can use the same gaslighting. We don't know who to arrest. There's too many of them. I can hide behind an army of skeletons like a necromancer. So I can use the same tactic. You cannot be held accountable if legally, like, you don't know who to sue, like, who are you gonna hold accountable. Like, I can do whatever I want, you know. If I, you know, think about it. Who are you gonna arrest? Like in Europe, refugee assaults women. There's thousands of them. They're all brown. Who was it? We can't prove anything. The police arrest them. They all look alike. We don't know who did. They told the women, we can't do anything. In Italy, this happened. Women were aggressively grabbed. They tried to grab them. They come to the police. They say there's so many of them. They're all brown. We don't know. We can't prove anything. We don't know who to arrest. So you enter in a situation where if there's too many of the same kind, we can't do anything. They can come rape you tomorrow. We don't know who to arrest. They're all black. They all look the same. It's like, wait a minute. Why am I paying taxes? What the fuck is going on? Imagine if you brought a tribal guy from the Amazonians. If you took one of these, some guy from an African village, some guy that's like, you know, part of an actual tribe where they hunt animals and they don't know technology. They're just like, you know, living with spears. Imagine you brought some guy from the Amazonians or a space alien, and you dropped him in modern society, in Europe, in America, and you're like, let me know how you like it. So he walks the street, he gets beaten up and raped, and, you know, he goes to the police. Oh, I need to go to the police, they're gonna help me. Okay, and they're like, we can't do anything. It's they're all black, sir. We just can't recognize who did it. They just look the same. We just can't do anything. By the way, you need to keep paying taxes. We're gonna need you to pay. What? How would a space alien react to this society where you can get randomly beaten up, raped, and you're paying taxes, but the police can't do anything? And you can't be racist. Also, you can't say anything. You can't say, I hate these people who raped me. The space alien would say, no, I want out of this society. I don't want to be in this society anymore. Thank you. Okay. You go try to find a job, and some colleagues are like working against you. They're trying to get you fired. And it's like, no, I don't want to be in this society anymore. Thank you. These people are openly hostile. This is a battlefield. This is not a society to live in. How are you going to live in a fucking battlefield? I might as well go live in fucking Iraq, the battlefront, you know. Go live in the battlefield. Because if if I'm going to live in a constant danger where I need to have a knife or a gun outside, but in this society, if I use it to defend myself, the cops are gonna arrest me. So, if you're some Muslim, black Muslim in England, and you stab me in London, oh, there's thousands of them, we don't know who to arrest. I know that they stabbed him, but we just don't want to upset the Muslim community. If we arrest someone, it's better if you just die. It's better if you just, quietly die. It would be nice if you just, convenient for us if you quietly die. And we don't want to go in a Muslim neighborhood. We don't know who did it. They all look the same. It's like, wait a minute. But if I use self-defense and I use my own machete to kill the attacker, it's, oh, you did it. We know you did it. You're going to jail. We saw you. You're the white guy. We recognize all of you. You don't look alike. We recognize. So what you're telling me is, if I use brown face makeup, if I make myself brown and I wear a hoodie, you're telling me that suddenly you won't be able to recognize and catch me. Suddenly I can do anything. Rape women on the street. I can slaughter people with a machete in broad daylight, and it's like, a brown guy did it. We don't know who. We don't want to upset the Muslims. So this is what you're telling me. It looks to me, it sounds to me, this is what you're telling me, that if I'm white, you're going to find me, recognize my face. If I do any small crime, I will be hunted down like Scotland Yard. But as soon as I put magical brown makeup and I become brown, and I wear a hoodie, you're telling me, oh, he might be Muslim, we don't want to upset the Muslim community, they can do whatever they want. And it's like, wait a minute, I can just make myself brown and like go kidnap jewels, diamonds, and you're gonna let me get away with everything because you don't want to upset the Muslim community. Fuck the Muslim community. Funny, isn't it? And two things I need you to get red pilled on today. First was on Bulgarian news. A kid gets assaulted on the street, and this is by other white Bulgarian kids. So if kids are now forming youth gangs and they're all white, and they're like, it's cool to assault other people, what the fuck are we doing here? What in the fuck are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? We're doing something, we don't know what the fuck we're doing here. So, like, some fucking guy, and he says, my son comes home and he says, some kids beat me up and took my shoes. This is not supposed to happen in the modern world. Even in Bulgaria, this is supposed to happen in some movies where they try to make everything like no, dude, this is not supposed to happen. Okay. The father, the guy, goes downstairs looking for those kids, and he sees them, they're looking for the kid to finish beating him up, and he fucking chases them. They keep looking for his son. They're gonna find his son to finish beating him up in a fucking apartment block. They don't think that the father is gonna come fucking beat him with a fucking pipe. And we're talking about like, fucking 15-year-olds. 14-year-olds. What the fuck is a 14-year-old gonna do? I'm gonna fucking snap his neck like a chicken. Ugh. Anyway, so when you see news like that, you should be like, what are we doing with this society? Why am I still living here? Why am I going outside without a knife? What the fuck am I doing? Why am I paying taxes? Why am I paying healthcare? Why am I paying pension? There's gotta be a way to stop paying them. There's gotta be a way to evade paying them. What the fuck am I doing? I'm subsidizing healthcare of the people who want to beat up my child, and they think it's funny. Back in the pandemic, you know what the normies say? Millions of them said the same thing online. If you don't take the booster, we hope your children die. You deserve it. That's what they said. And I'm supposed to keep paying for their health care? I'm supposed to pay taxes so they can fix the roads for them? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so, man. And the second story is, I was putting my groceries in the trunk, supermarket, and I got like chocolates. And this is a different story, actually. Some kid comes like, he's like looking at me and looking at chocolates. His dad is next to him. Some kind of a Turk. Looked like some kind of a Turkish guy. And his kid, and I'm like, hey, let me give a chocolate to the kid, Just like a friendly gift, like a friend. Let me give a chocolate to the kid. Hey, man, here's a chocolate for the kid, just like a kind stranger, He's like, no, thank you. I can buy chocolate for my kid. It's like, oh, sure you can, man, no problem, It's like, they immediately think with their like reptilian, like immediately, oh, he's humiliating me. I can buy my own, dude. It's literally fucking. The kid comes and looks at fucking chocolate. I'm sure you can buy it, just like a fucking. It's like having a basket of strawberries. It's like, hey kid, you want some strawberries? Here you go. I know you can buy him strawberries, but it's like fucking. Like, you try to be. Just like they try to, not just, but, they try to brainwash you with the Christianity. You gotta be nice, you gotta be giving, and you try to be nice. Not like the Christians, of course. Christian fucking scum. And they're immediately fucking hostile. And this is supposed to be, all these people around us are supposed to be Christian, they're supposed to be nice, and there's nothing nice. You're immediately hostile. You're walking around like, what the fuck are you doing? So this is the thing, like at this point you gotta step back, you gotta stop, you gotta say, shit, what the fuck am I doing in that society? Like, I'm outside, I should be fucking street smart, I should be staying the fuck away from these people. They are insane, and they are ready to fight to the death. They are mentally children. They never grew up. They're fucking psychopathic. So stay the fuck away from society. Start preparing. Get your preps. Learn to use a knife. Learn street smart, self-defense. Learn where the killing points are on the human body. Fucking get street smart, or you're gonna fucking regret it.